Still 8th of January 2017, 4:27. A bit of an I won't call this addendum to the on the arms industry again video, because the truth is this is not really specifically going to those very people. It just is yet a further comment for those, should they watch these videos, and really to anybody in general. See, you have no imagination how easily you are foolable. Because some of you might go, oh yeah, so I don't? Well, but I went to an operation to get an implant to make that possible, and I know it's in your head when nothing is in your head. Or maybe some shit that does show up on whatever x-ray or something, but it is not my fucking technology. And you will say, oh yeah, so how comes if I so wanna fuck that beautiful blonde over there that I have never met before while walking through town, how do I succeed at making that? Because I forced that onto her. No, you don't. You don't at all. The way these things work is, those people who hoodwink you, in the broad population, seek whatever, if blonde is your kind of thing, seek someone blonde halfway of the kind of age you go for, or the figure type or whatever, completely fuck her mind, to have her be at a particular place, at a particular time, where you are either on your regular schedule that you might have, or via manipulation at a particular time, namely that same time. And at that very moment, something around there, it might be, I don't know, if it's a cafe, the name of the cafe or whatever, if it's it can be a bloody particular tree on the side of the road or whatever. Anything triggers a wee little routine, namely, gee, I'd like to fuck some stupid blonde by bending her mind to spread them for me. That's a wee little shit routine that is parked in your head and triggered when you see that fucking tree. And at that moment you look around and see, oh, her over there. And at that point you start deluding. Blonde, go be fucked by me, go be fucked by me, I force my will upon you. And lo and behold, she actually goes fuck with you. Do you understand how you do not coerce your will onto that blonde? Do you understand how you have been hoodwinked and fucked? Do you understand that? Do you understand how these situations work just the same? If it's not blondes you want to fuck, but say merger talks, or anything really. Anything. Maybe you need a new car, or a used, well, I guess arms industry people don't drive used cars, but unless maybe it's classic cars, maybe you collect cars, and you go to the car dealer and say, and think to coerce him into giving you a really good price on that classic thing, that classic Mustang, whatever it is. You're not doing that. You're being fucked. Those who hoodwink you fuck the car dealer and fucked you maybe the day before you drove by there and took note naturally by the way your brain works, took note of, oh, that's a nice Mustang for my collection. And once you arrive at home where there might be proxy tech, or you still have a to-the-brain connection where they don't need that shit, they just debrief you every day. It goes lightning fast. They just debrief you every day. So, anything, brain, your phases, they're talking to your phases to, I don't want to go into the details, no, let's can the details. Anything that worth mentioning today, and it gives whatever it, with its, as you limited, less and less degree of intellect would consider worth mentioning, something very emotional like that Mustang. That would show up in there. And they'd know, oh, yeah, well, okay, we're going to hoodwink him. Let him go buy the Mustang. And there you go. And maybe that idea to force your will onto the dealer to come down with the price to make it a little cheaper seems to you to manifest only that very moment you're there for buying it, and then the last second you decide, and you think on the fly, or you're just like that, you make him do it. No. That is not how any of this works. You are completely hoodwinked. Completely and utterly. And this exists in countless flavors. This exists in religious flavors. This exists in ridiculous comic book crap mutant flavors. I like comic books, not because they used to be good ones. They haven't been in 25, 30 years, right? I'm not saying it's like in a comic book. No. There's just idiots who believe, even if they don't read comic books, they don't all have it out of comic books. You must have never read a comic book in your life, and there's some fuckers out there who think they are mutants or something. There ain't no mutants. At least none of the mind-bending telepathy variety. There are people who believe that they are reborn magicians from the Bible or whatever shit. You are all being hoodwinked. So if you think, no, I ain't bending minds. No, you are not bending minds, fucker. You ain't. You never have. You ain't doing it, and you never will. You're just being hoodwinked. And some flavors attach an immense amount of horrendously, grotesquely ridiculous pseudoscience to it. I did mention in quite a while back the bicameral mind and shit like that. And the truth is there's this kind of pseudoscience also elsewhere. There's this kind of pseudoscience with parapsychology. There's this kind of pseudoscience with whatnot, with what kind of crap. No. You are being hoodwinked. You are being mind-fucked. You are being given a very cheap, effective impression, effective unfortunately, because it's so easy to achieve with this shit, that you were someone special and you could fuck minds when you can't. I want you to understand that. The reason why I want you to understand, you might wonder, well, okay, so but if we can, and if we don't really have any working tools, why would you want to make a video with us? For a whole lot of good reasons. One of them is because some of the fuckers out there might see to it that some of these videos for entertainment purposes, to further in that crap belief that you actually had such powers or tools at your disposal, even if you don't interpret them as powers, if you actually think it's merely technology, you don't have access to that. But for them, in order to make you believe that even more, they might actually supply you with these videos. Who knows? So when you watch this video, I assure you, if you're in the arms industry, and if you are a whole lot of other bunch of fuckers, you probably are not the one that this is aimed for. However, the interesting thing is, some of them, while they're hoodwinking you, are beholding your reaction to being hoodwinked, your reaction to these videos, so that they get better understanding. If you find something funny about these videos, what exactly it was, that thereupon they can make sure the next guy they show these videos for gets a little routine a priori that in that precise scene they consider it artificially created, laughably ridiculous, right? To help him over that little point and was a little critical, you know, that kind of thing. So even though you're not fix mundi, technically, see, what's more, fix mundi are those people who utilize instrument technologies, not those people who delude to be utilizing instrument technologies. That just makes you sound crazy people. That doesn't make you fix money. I'm sorry. Okay? This is why I record this here video, and also back to the arms industry people, because there might be, see, the problem is, and we touch back on Bonnie Fuck / Prince Charles, that guy grew up in an age of, unlike his real father, the 16th Duke of Norfolk, that guy grew up in an age of mind fucking, in an age of inhuman technology. And he had that shit available from earliest childhood onwards, so to speak. And if you grew up with that, you develop a completely grotesque delusion, and here for a change in inverted comma, of grandeur. Namely, to such an extent that you just take everything for granted. Literally, you go through life thinking you can bend people's minds when you can't. That is why your delusions are put under inverted comma, because they are the real fix money out there who, for all practical purposes, truly do go through life with some degree of ability of bending people's mind. And they develop delusions of grandeur. But here the delusion is not under inverted comma, because unfortunately there they have the technology to do their crap and coerce their crazy ideas and ideologies and whatnot onto people. But there are those where it's delusions of grandeur, because you're completely hoodwinked. But you're involved in this, and actually even in one and the same type of circle, some of you might actually have the shit, and everybody else believe you have it too. and you and your circles are connected with one another in rings and whatnot, especially if you still have a to-the-brain connection, I assure you that much. And that means his information travels. That's the reason why I record these videos. It's as simple as that.